we have a ton of stuff to get through tonight, and I don't even know where to begin. So I guess probably first I will say welcome to you, sir. Welcome to anybody watching this after the fact. Tonight we are looking at the Battle of Vercellae, which is number 7 here in the second scenario pack for the Gauls, or the barbarians and the Romans. And where we left things last time was the Battle of Aquae Sextiae, right? And
Correct.
we saw Marius, who has become quite renowned in his exploits, not only for his amazing capability to reorganize and rebuild the concept of the legions there with all of his militaristic organizational capabilities, but he certainly took it to at the Battle of Aquae Sextiae, he took it right to the combined alliance between the Ambrones and the Teutones, who had been, up to that point, marching all the way through France and down into Spain, and then rejected in Spain, and they decided to come back. So he met them in Transalpine Gaul in 102, and they had quite the dust up, and he completely destroyed them. In fact, the Teutones, I think, were kind of aware that that was a possibility. So half of their army, the group that had been walking all the way down from Jutland, from Denmark and Germany, part of that kept going while some of them met Marius there. So the remaining group went north of the Alps through Switzerland, and they were actually trying to sort of flank around and come to Italy through the northern Alps. And while all of that's going on with Marius, the other commander in our story tonight is Catalus, Quintus Lutatius Catalus, and he is the kind of second in command. He's a lesser general as far as the hierarchy in Rome, but he was sent by Marius to guard that northern Alp pass, some of those passes through the northern Alps. And that's what he does. He manages to hold off some of the Teutonic forces that were attempting to come through there. So he's doing the northeastern duty. Marius is guarding the sort of northwestern part in Transalpine Gaul. And at some point, Catalyst decides he's going to just pull back. He's getting pushed around a little bit, and it's not a really good. You would think it's a great defensible position, those passes, but he actually decides to pull back down south to the relative safety of the Po Valley. And while he's doing this, Marius is returning victorious from the western parts of Transalpine Gaul, and they meet up there in the Po Valley. Now the Catalyst is being pursued by the large Teutonic force up there, and this is led by who we're going to see tonight, Beorix, and they get to a point down there where it's late in the battle season. Of course, it's Europe, and it's you only have certain months that you can really affect battle, and it gets too cold, and everybody goes into winter camp. So, fall has arrived. They're in the Po Valley, and there's just a lot of maneuvering going on. So there's not really the capability of effectively encountering each other. So they all go into winter quarters, which is great for the Romans because this gives Marius the chance to combine his forces with Catalus. So now they've combined their two armies together. Marius had something like 35,000 after his battle, and Catalus had about 23,000. So they have anywhere from 55 to 60,000 troops now organized in winter camps. And spring comes, and according to, and this is where there's a very wide disparity in what the the Gauls have. They have anywhere from one account 65,000, something just slightly larger than what the Romans have, all the way up to this gigantic number of 120,000. So there's quite a bit of speculation there about what is accurate. But suffice to say, they've got a larger force. And so spring comes, and they start. The Romans don't want to offer battle until they are ready to offer battle. So they do a lot of this maneuvering around the Po Valley and bobbing and weaving. And at some point, they have a flag of truce. Beorix sends over emissaries, and their terms are simple. They just want land in the Po Valley. They want to have homesteads there, and the Romans say, "Silly barbarians, you're not going to sully our wonderful territory here in the Po Valley." So they say no, and the barbarians, make threats, and this is when Marius brings out some of his captured nobles and kings that he's brought from the previous battle in chains, and he parades them before and says, "Look, you can be like this if you want." And they realize that, oh, okay, that's not good. So they go back and they just go ahead and prepare for battle because they're not going to be taken alive, and they realize that there's just no negotiating with the Romans. So here we are in middle of the battle season, late July, 101 BC, and keep that in mind. It is late July, so that is going to be a factor here. We've got the summer sun, and some of the other issues are going to be part of the battle here. Marius decides to square for battle. He selects a place called the Raudine Plain, which is near this location of Vercellae, and prepares the troops. He very smartly aligns the troops such that they're facing away from the sun, with the afternoon sun over their shoulders, so that they are not bothered by that. So that means that the Gauls have to line up facing directly into the afternoon sun. So, if you've ever been to a football game and you've squinted because you're looking into the afternoon sun, it's certainly no picnic. That's what's going on here.
And some teams will even make sure that the opposing team is their sideline is in the sun while their bench is in the shade.
Exactly.
I don't know what team in Tampa might do that, but
what team could possibly do that? But that's exactly the factor here. And the Romans have these wonderful bronze helmets, and and armor, and there's lots of glinting of sunlight off of these highly polished metallic accoutrements of war. So that is also becoming a factor. And then the third factor is it's hot, dry, and dusty. So as these armies are approaching, they're kicking up a considerable amount of dust. We've seen this in other battles, but this is very true here of this plain, and it makes for very diminished visibility, and it's just also a nuisance for trying to organize because everybody's breathing in the dust. Where we have the battle here tonight, we see essentially this is very reflective of the historical. Marius has Catalus there in the middle. He's taking the left side, and we have Sulla. He will factor later prominently in Roman history, but up to this point, he was kind of used as the ambassador to try to work out negotiated peace between these guys without having to fight. He will take the right flank on this one. Beorix has Ligius off commanding the cavalry on his right flank. And historically what happened was, because of the dust, as we mentioned, Marius decides he's going to take the battle directly to them. So he approaches the cavalry there on the Gauls' right, but they run into a pretty hefty cloud of dust, to the point where visibility is so bad that when they come through the cloud of dust, the cavalry's not there. Beorix planned ahead for this eventuality, so he actually gave them orders to charge as a wedge directly into Catalus's line there, into that little corridor in between the two groups. And once they did that, once they got Catalus's attention, they immediately then made a sort of right turn to try to come at the flanks of Marius, hoping that they would perhaps grab some of Catalus's legions to take the bait and chase them as well. It worked to a point, but the Roman discipline, which we've seen time and time again, was a significant factor here. They managed to actually close the gap a little bit, squeeze Ligius. Beorix attempted then to try to exploit that by bringing those forces directly to Catalus. But what happens here is they are armed with the pilla, the spears that we've seen, and the Romans have their short swords, so they are great in close combat. And because of all of this reorganization, they're very flexible and very fluid, and they take that Roman military training and just destroy Beorix's warriors, untrained warriors up there. And the other problem was that Beorix had all of his wagons and camp followers The normal procedure was to kind of put them at the edge of the battlefield and back. Well, that's exactly what happened here, but it was also an impediment as a retreat turned into a fearful rout. This large mass of Gauls are trying to push off of the battlefield, but then they're blocked by their own supply wagons, and so it becomes a massacre. I mean, even some of the quotes are just like it was just it was nothing disciplined about it. It was a massacre of the Teutones from the Roman, because once again that doctrine is no quarter. So that's what they did. So on its face, it's a very straight up battle. Marius, ahead of the battle, even made a big show of pledging 100 slaughtered animals to the gods if they will grant him victory. And Catalus said, not to be outdone, I will give all the spoils that I win today to the gods. And that obviously helped. Invoking the want of the gods got them what they needed, and this was what we will consider the last. It's definitely the end of the Cimbrian Wars, but it's the last major threat by the Gauls in this time period up until Julius Caesar actually invades Gaul. This is the only time we will ever see them be a threat to Rome again. But the more interesting part of all this is all of the ramifications that will follow in suit of this, all the drama that will come from this, because Marius, he is sort of at his peak of popularity with the Roman Senate and the people, and the other guys are kind of in their shadow. Catalus is saying, well, look, I took the brunt of it here. There's one story even that he brought villagers from the nearby village of Parma out there and was identifying the different pilla stuck in all the different Gauls, saying that one's mine, that one's mine, that one's mine, to prove that they had done the lion's share of the battle, and that Marius was just getting all the credit, which he was due because he was the supreme commander of the field. But that's going to cause some festering antagonism between these two leaders over the years. Also, Marius had been, because of this Gallic threat, he had been voted in as consul, an unheard of 5 times, 5 years in a row. But now that the threat was over, he wanted to stay consul, but then the Roman Senate said, no, we need to move on, you've done your job. So that caused a little bit of animosity with him and the Roman Senate. So Catalus and Sulla, they're kind of ascending in popularity, and Marius is not going to get any higher. So all of that friction and plus everything that he's done with all the reforms, as far as bringing the lower classes into the legionnaires, as instead of just the wealthy landowners, all of that is going to fester with the ruling classes. And that's eventually going to lead us directly into the Roman civil wars that we're going to see. We'll see some battles, of course, when we get into that expansion, but historically this is the period now leading to what will eventually become the fall of the Roman Republic, because of the festering wounds that are sort of opened by this. The battle itself, very interesting on its own merit, but the long-lasting damage that will lead Rome down that path of losing its identity as a republic and then moving on into an empire as Julius Caesar comes about. Very interesting. Lots of damage without even knowing it.
The threads of fate, as it were.
That's exactly right. And just looking at this board tonight, I had not even noticed it was an 8-banner battle, but now that I see the sheer volume of units that are out there, it's going to be quite the dust-up, if you pardon the pun.
So I randomly assigned that unnamed barbarian leader Ligulus' name. Was he actually in charge of the cavalry?
No. I noticed that you had done that, but I figured I'd call it out since it was there, and that's very nice. Nice little touch.
We always hate those unnamed blocks here on the channel.
That's right.
So.
I have opened the War Council. If you want to give us any special notes for tonight,
it's pretty straightforward tonight. As you already noted, it's an 8-banner battle. The disorganized Germanic tribes are only going to have 4 command cards, but they will get to move first. While the more disciplined Romans will have a full complement of 6 command cards. And of course, we have our red blocks, so this means we'll use the Marius Legion special rule for these blocks. So all of those medium infantry units also count as ranged
That's
units.
right.
Well,
They get to throw one die, right? One die for.
yes.
That's right. Okay.
Range of 2 hexes, 1 die.
Excellent. All right.
So practically everything in the Roman army is ranged except for those 2 mounted units in the left corner.
Well, then I will pick the Germanic tribes for the first game, so I will draw my cards. 4, and as we've seen, 4 cards is challenging. I have my 4 cards, and a boatload of hope to go with it.
I have my 6.
All right.
So, as always, before the battle begins, good luck.
Good luck to you as well. I will slaughter an ox, hopefully to help me, but we'll give it in your honor as a worthy opponent.
I've got more modern sensibilities. I frown on animal sacrifices. So, just a hearty handshake.
Okay,
we'll do.
That'll work. All right, so let's do leadership any section. And we will start this off with our cavalry. What the heck? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can't cause a little damage. I aim to misbehave, as it were. Alright, we'll start on this end over here. We'll go after that light unit right there. So we will get 3 dice. He has nowhere to go, so 3 dice plus leader bonus. We'll get a hit.
I'll retaliate with 2 and get nothing.
Right. This medium cavalry over here will do the same for that other light bow. And let's see what they can do. 3 dice plus leader. And we get 2 hits. And
right, well, I did get to ignore the retreat because I am supported.
right.
And I'll retaliate again with 2 dice, but this time with leader bonus. Marius' support.
Get
and
hit. Alright. And then the leader, Ligius, will attack this other light bow since he does not have leader bonus. So we'll give 3 dice to that one plus leader. And get 2 more hits.
if you'd gone for the other one, you would have wiped him out.
I would have. Oh well.
All right, 2 hits coming back. A retreat, which you could ignore.
We shall ignore. And that is the end of my turn.
Well,
Yes, this left flank will be quite dusty.
so those 2 units.
We will evade.
Okay. 4 dice, triangles only.
Great evade.
That's a good evade. Oh, poo. I didn't think this through. I was thinking he would evade, and then I'd be able to shoot you with the bowmen, but of course the bowmen are still adjacent to the other cavalry.
That is correct, yes. If you'd like to move them back a step.
Nope. Because I had thought about I should move the bow over, but then I only get 1 shot. But of course, that's why I need to move them over, so they'd have a clear shot. So I guess I will just go after Ligulus.
All right.
With 2 dice.
Leader bonus.
You're going to stand for it?
I am going to...
Got that leader bonus.
Yeah, we'll back away. So we'll evade. Okay. Got a hit anyway.
Hey, you've been fine. Oh, no, actually,
Yeah.
you are on horse.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Why?
Let's see if Ligulus survives the encounter. Ah, he's fine.
Alright, so we evade back 2.
That wasn't so bad. Covered quite nice. Oh. Why do I say things?
and he will come back up. So, in case the worst should happen, Legius will have somewhere to go. All right. So we'll continue with this to here with 3 dice plus leader. Oh, come on.
Ooh.
That was unfortunate.
Nothing.
All right. Okay, well, then we'll try this side over here again. 3 dice plus leader bonus. There we go.
Much better. Follow up.
I don't like getting trapped, so he will go 1, 2, and then he'll attack Marius. So
Okay.
3 dice plus leader bonus on this one. And get 2 hits. Here's a leader check for Marius. Close.
All right. 4 dice coming back at you.
Just 1 hit.
Only 1.
All right. And then Legius. Go to that. See if we can't finish. 3 dice plus leader. Decidedly.
I would say so.
And he will come in there and there and go after Marius.
Ruthless.
He's a wild man. Okay, 3 dice plus leader. And nothing! Look at that.
Come back at you with 4 dice.
Wipe him out.
Unhorsed.
This time you did get him. Hit. Alright. There. What happens to Legius? He's okay. So he will go 1, 2, 3. Good planning. Alright. That is all for me.
Going to coordinate an attack. So those 3 units. We'll move Catalus up there. I'll move there, and I'll move there. They'll charge in at your remaining forces with a little bit of leader support there.
All right.
So 3 dice.
Oh, yeah.
And ride them down. I won't get a roll like that again. So I'll stay.
Let's do 3 on the right. But I don't have 3 on the right, so just do the 2 that I have. Alright, so this.
Someone's trying to force a retreat.
Who, me? Alright, so we got 3 dice plus leader bonus.
Ooh!
These guys did not come to mess around.
Dang.
Alright, so he will go in, attack again. Another 3 dice plus leader. 2 hits.
Brutal. 4 dice back. Or 3 hits.
Man. Glass cannons.
This is one out of the.
Alright.
Oof.
Alright, so it's going to be costly, but I'm going to try to finish him with Legius. So 3 dice plus leader bonus. And I do. And we'll go.
Can I try it?
No. I would love to, but that is a recipe for disaster. So we will just go after that. 3 dice plus leader. And we get, I think that'll do it.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll wipe them out with the retreat. Good call.
Okay, and that is all.
Mm. Yeah, I am on my heels already. Oh, my. I'll do this. I'm activating 4 units. I can't click them all because they have leaders on them.
Okay. I will definitely evade that.
Good evade. Throwing a spear.
Okay.
Boo. All right. This game's funny.
I like that card, so I'm going to copy that card. And we're going to do one over there and these two. Alright, so we have our light bows over here. Shoot at your medium with 2 dice. Getting nothing. And then same target, the other one, 2 dice. Getting a hit to move him down, but I guess you figured I was doing that. So, yes, we'll do that. See if we can't finish old Marius off. 3 dice, leader bonus, first strike! Okay. Here we go. Oh.
You got some hot dice tonight.
Alright, 1 die for Marius. He's okay.
I'll have to move because you can advance. Yeah.
Yeah, he may. You can advance him off the map without any.
I won't.
Okay.
In fact, I'll just do this. Come at me.
Okay.
You want me?
Yeah.
I'm right here.
All right. Come get some, you crazy son of a bitch. All right. So we'll try again this time with 3 dice, trying to get a leader symbol. And we get him. Okay. He will advance and move 1 away. All right. That is all.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go for spite.
You're damn right. Double spite.
Four dice. And I'm almost presuming by your overacting that you actually had the first strike card. So do you?
No.
All right. Here we go. 4 dice.
2 hits.
2 hits.
All right.
And
It hits.
let's see if that retreat will figure in.
Not.
It will not.
Right. 3 back with leader support. 2 hits.
2 dice. Leader support.
Ah, I got him. Spiteful. Very spiteful. You've killed all my horses. Alright. Now comes the moment of truth. He retreats through them. And makes it 2, 3. Pew!
Throwing a spear.
Pew! Oh!
Serpentine. Leguous serpentine.
Oh, this game. Alright. I can't even get a resounding victory. Come on. All right. Well, then we're just going to darken the sky.
Oof.
So, it will be just these 2. Let's see if we can't rain death upon you. Unleash hell. So, targeting there. First one. All right. 2 dice. Nothing. Second 2 dice. I got 1. Alright. And 2 2 dice. Hit. Alright, here we go. Last one. Loose. Oh. And that is all.
Try.
Way to go, Dallas. That is unfortunate. 2-3 on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And the other one will just fire. So we'll go there. 1 die. There it is. Aim true, my Hawkman. Well, that deceptive, very deceptive. As far as you see 8 banners, you're like, oh my God, we're gonna be here all night. But I was very, very lucky with some of the
We had some hot dice.
hot dice with cavalry that really wanted to get in there and attack, and going for the wings really does make a difference. So, yeah. I'll certainly take that. I mean, you close the gap by 2. It would have been great being 8-3, but 8-5 is still quite good. I'm happy with that. What happened? Were you just card starved with the 6? You just didn't have anything center or right, or?
I mean, I have an order. I have an order heavy troops. I mean, I squandered my double time on out of spite, but I got two banners out of it, so maybe not quite so spiteful.
No, I think it was effective.
After moving them over, I do have 2 center cards, but at that point I had moved all my center troops over to the left. When you played that card, I thought you were going to activate these warriors, this infantry and that bow, and just clear the path and just come charging in with your warriors.
I thought about it.
But
yeah.
Picking off the vulnerable warriors. I mean, in my error in playing the move, fire, move, I wasn't even going to fire with that one unit. I was just going to get them out of harm's way.
Oh, right. Right.
Initially, that's what I was thinking about. The auxiliary was moving him over to shield that unit. But then I was just like, well, but what better shield than to charge up there and engage? Because you can't fire when you're engaged.
Exactly.
But of course, you just fall back.
Yeah, the question there at the end was, do I try to just pick off one at a time? And of course, I got the lucky die roll. But I thought about exactly that. It was moving that light out of the way, bring the warriors down, and engaging the auxiliary. But it's like, well, I don't want to get into a scrap fest, because then I'm just going to give up more banners, right? So I need to finish him. So that's what I did. Great game though, a lot of fun. Let us take 5 minutes and we will reset for round number 2. We have a visitor this evening for game 2, it would seem. So unfortunately he will not hear this until he watches it after the fact, but that is okay. You ready for round 2?
Absolutely. I'm here enjoying my consolation cookie.
What flavor consolation cookie is it tonight?
Chocolate chip, of course.
Oh, of course. Why would I?
Chocolate chip consolation cookie.
That's right. I see you have.
So I have my 4 cards already. So.
All right. I will grab my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, you, of course, get to lead us off. May the power of the cookie give you strength.
Hmm. Well, I think trying to duplicate your success is a fool's errand. I will instead.
My thoughts on that mass of units there in the center was just it was a logistical nightmare to try to untangle all of that and get it usable, which is why I went with the flexibility of cavalry.
Here comes a spear. Nothing.
Thwip. Three units in the center.
Mm,
We'll see.
come.
We'll see that movement.
Meet me on the field of battle.
There's three. Okay, so we'll do that, that, and the lights will just throw. So we have lights throwing their pila, 2 dice. Ooh, scoring a retreat.
Well, I can ignore the one, but I can't ignore the other, so I'll have to take 2 hits.
Okay. And then the auxilia will attack with 3 dice plus leader bonus. And wipe them out.
Your dice did not cool in that 5-minute break.
And me without a chocolate chip cookie. And that is all.
Well, logistically, that's going to make this a little bit easier then. Warriors charging at your auxilia with Beorix at the head. 4 dice.
Bring it. A hit. We'll give you 3 back, plus leader bonus. 2. And here's the leader check for Beorix.
All right. Go after Catalus. 4 dice. Leader bonus. Jeez.
Alright, 4 dice leader bonus first. Just 1 hit.
So that's a round of combat. So now I'm down to 3 dice, right?
I believe that is it's the same battle, so I think in this case you would still get your 4 because you started the battle full.
Okay.
Wow. 3 hits. Okay. 2, 3. Leader check. I will draw my card first. And got it. To inspired center leadership. Yep. And that one is activated as well. And this one is.
You could do them all.
Yeah, yeah. I realized that I did not select them for order, so yeah, there we go. Okay.
And even that, this guy here
Actually-
you could do too.
Actually, well, it had to be the one that was connected.
Oh, he wasn't connected when you
No,
moved him.
right,
Gotcha.
right. Okay, so we'll throw a spite spear over here first. There's 1 die. Nothing. We will do 4 dice against your warriors there with leader bonus. Getting 2 hits. Get a hit. there. See if we can do 4 dice against your warriors with leader. Get it.
Say so.
And move forward and attack again. Just 4 dice again. Ooh. There's a test for Beorix. Does he fall? He does not. And the Auxilia can now throw. They did not move. So they will throw at your lights over here. 2 dice. Nothing. Alright. Here it comes. That looks vaguely familiar.
Yes, well, the cards have been screaming at me, "You fool! Just do what he did." So,
Sincerest form of flattery.
all right. 4 dice at Catalus. His medium infantry.
Oof. Man, oh man. Nicely done, sir. He falls back to there.
Keep on going.
Okay.
4 more dice.
Yeah,
And
that is
2.
okay. What about Catalus? Ooh, almost. All right, 4 back with leader bonus. Just 1 hit.
4 dice over here with leader bonus.
Hit, 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 and they will ignore the retreat. So 2 dice back, and send them packing.
Wiped out.
Mm-hmm.
Four more dice. 2 hit. 1 hit.
1 hit.
And I guess you can wind up ignoring both of those retreats because you're supported and have a leader.
That is correct. Let's see.
So here we go. Well, let's see.
Let's see if Marius.
If you do have a leader or not.
Oh,
No, you've got a leader.
All right, here's 4 dice plus leader. Nothing. Merry Christmas. There you go.
Leader hit. Four dice there. Another leader hit.
And 3 back. 2 hits. And leader check. He's okay.
All right. I get it. I get it.
Right. Three dice. And here's a die for Ligius. He's all right.
So how far they retreat?
Up to
3?
3. Yeah, up to 3.
So 1.
Okay, so
Make that roll.
here's the check. 3 dice. And he falls. Okay, so we will Come forward and attack again. 3 dice. A hit and a retreat. And that is all. Come back! Come on back!
Game just wants me to, so. Three dice on Catalus's infantry.
Almost made it.
Catalus lives.
And he will go off map.
Three dice on that light unit.
I think they'll evade.
Good evade. Here. Horse to horse, 3 dice. I'll do it.
That will do it. Hit, and then nowhere to retreat, so he falls.
So I get greedy. 1 hit.
Alright. And 3 back. And 1 hit, 1 retreat.
Three dice.
3 back. Nothing. 3 on the left. Okay. These guys will attack there. 3 dice plus leader bonus. Retreat. And over here, presume you will probably evade. Yes. Okay, so 4 dice, triangles only. Getting 1. And that is all. Pew! 1 hit. Pew! Another hit. Another hit. 3 dice back. Wow!
Thank goodness.
Great googly moogly!
Well, it's only Auxilia, and they only retreat 1, so, but still.
Back in line. Nothing. And 3 dice for them. 2 hits. Alright. Well, I guess this is as good a time as any to use it. So here's 6 dice. Oh.
Well, we can reconstitute that Auxilia by Vercellae.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can do, which is unfortunate. So, recover. And he will move 1 and send some Pilla your way. 1 die. Get a hit.
Ooh.
Oh well. That is all.
3 dice. Ooh. 1 hit and a retreat.
Yeah, you can pursue.
They shall. Same target.
See?
Yes, but this is not going to be as effective. 2 dice. Leader bonus.
We'll evade.
2 dice. Green circles only.
Do a move, fire, move. And the auxiliary will just stand and fire. Alright, so 1 die to there. Hit.
Impossible.
Same target. 1 die. Nothing. And these guys to your light bow. 2 dice. Getting a retreat. Alright, second part of that. There. There. And that'll do it.
Two dice from arrows.
Title bout over here.
3 dice with leader bonus.
3 dice back.
4.
Oh, 4. Here's one more. Nothing.
3 dice.
4 dice. Warriors.
Oh, they're at full strike. Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
right. See, we're
like,
we're both
they're
already we're already thinking to the next card. All right. So. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I got to do it this way.
yeah, you have to.
Well,
Otherwise, I'd evade. Well,
actually,
if you go with the infantry, I'm going to evade you.
so we're
I
gonna
can't evade the cavalry.
we're gonna throw 1 pillar first.
Ah, you could do that. Yeah.
Yes, there's 1 die.
You get lucky.
I do get lucky.
Ah,
All right, and now
yeah.
3 dice plus leader bonus. Son of a bitch.
3 dice with leader bonus coming back at you.
Well done, sir. Well done. Good game. Man. Guess what? It's exactly the same as last time. 8-5, 8-5. What a game.
And certainly against type. I mean, both games Roman defeats. So
Yes. Yeah.
good on you, Beorix.
Man, yeah. Tell me about it. He's so the final score is 16 for the Gauls, so Gauls plus 6 versus 10 for the Romans. Interesting. I will have to look at the stats online and on commandscolors.net and see what the legacy data indicates for this. If it's just the way you and I are playing this, or if there's something that is perhaps skewed a little bit in favor of the Gauls or the Germanic tribes. But man, that was so that could have gone either way there, right? I mean, I had,
Well, this was going to be my next play. This is going
yeah,
to be my gamble.
yeah.
Um,
I had two line commands that I was going to start cinching up Sulla's line, but when you presented Beorix over there, I just figured, well, I had one left card, one left section. I had to try it, so the dice went cold at the wrong second.
I had a dud. Then I had that, which after No Name died, wasn't super effective. So
Yeah, but what do we think about this scenario overall?
on its face, it's a bit daunting. You would think the Romans would have the advantage with their superior troops, but certainly all game you have just had hot dice. I think under other circumstances they probably would have been more slanted towards the Romans, but not tonight. So.
Well, I think both you and I took advantage of that. The Roman left flank with the medium cavalry there on the wings. They are, if you can get one of them, and then the other one's prone to retreat, or just working that edge, that whole edge, you can kind of roll up before you even get to Marius. And I think you and I both effectively did that. Plus, we actually had some counterattack where I was trying to, if I, well, obviously I got rid of Ligius, but that was the high water mark for me with the Roman counterattack. And then you came back around and trapped one medium cavalry and got it, and then you went for the center, and the rest just fell like dominoes. So good on you. Fun scenario. I like it a lot.
So this brings an end to the.
I believe this is the end. This is our final Cimbrian War scenario, and now we will move on to Mount Vesuvius. I believe is our next title, and that's all yours to do the research. And I think that is our friend Spartacus and his slave revolt on the foothills of Mount Vesuvius. So I look forward to how we are going to treat the servile insurrections against the Romans, and if there are any special rules pertaining to that.
Yes, there is a special rule when the I am Spartacus card is played. Where Spartacus is actually present, he gets to add the slave player will get to roll 2 additional dice for that card.
Oh, for as far as what he can potentially activate. Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah. That is really cool. Well, outstanding. Great games tonight. I love when they're on, when you look at the numbers, 8-5, 8-5. I think I love when they're that close. But we hope you've enjoyed this. Of course, the comment section down here below is completely for your benefit to point out things that we, small missteps that we made, or I try to catch those in post and put a little notation if I do see them. But strategically or tactically, if you've got suggestions for something that we did or did not do, that is your chance to opine. We would love to hear from you. And we would absolutely welcome your subscription. You click that subscribe button, and the thumbs up will tell us that you like what you see. Any final thoughts for the evening, Peter, before we go?
Hot dice.
Hot dice, baby. I don't get them often, but when you
do, my gosh.
Yes.
3 banners. Thank God it was an auxilia unit.
I know.
Anything else would have been, that would have been a dead unit.
That's right. Well, I look forward to our next game, and we will see you all here next week. Have a good one.
Good night.